Well, welcome back to the next episode in this saga for Verdant City. I'm going to jump straight into it this time. So when we last left it, we were pretty much open to get some more services in there. One of those being telecoms. And since we've got this telecom tower, which is really a one-hit wonder, I mean, it's actually a massive footprint. And I quite like the look of the asset as well. So I'm going to put that just here, I think. There you go. That's just the one tower what will rule them all. Thought that was a pretty poor pun. Okay, so next job on the horizon will be... Let's have a look. Way up there. So let's get the pour sorted out, I think. So I think I'll put nice post office there, but we'll just put the standard one in for now. Put one on this side, I think. Right there would be nice. And then I think I'll put one over here. Just about there should be about fine. Okay, now let us go and add some mailboxes. Quick time mail. I generally just put these sporadically around, you know, usually one every row, one or two every row or so. It's usually enough just to keep everybody happy with mail coverage. Okay, a couple of the... yeah, just some down here, I think. On the side of the road. You've got to be too careful not to put too many of these down because, let's face it, everything gets picked up in a mail van, which adds to your traffic wars. So, but having a couple doesn't seem to per row doesn't seem to affect it too badly. Yeah, we always get like a couple of stars to say people are happy with these. So I'll put the industry over here, and that might work for now, actually. Let's have a look what we got. Yep. Oh, everything green, and there you go, reliable mail service as well. Perfect. So we're getting pretty tight here, I think, when it comes down to space. So I think there's a bit more I can fill out here. So we're on 234-ish thousand. I think if I just zone out a little bit more, zone in for residential, perhaps a bit more for industry as well. Just fill out some of these gaps. I just don't want it to be too busy. So trying to get this to be a bit, you know, sensible. And I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put in, sure, I'm thinking of putting some, you know, the higher residential sort of. We've not got high residential yet, but we do have some low rent. Now, as long as you keep these down to the bare minimum, so it's not overkill, then it should be good enough. You do get like a debuff for small homes, but as long as you do the enough low density to negate that, usually, you know, it's easy enough to fix. But I think it's good just to have And we use this French one. I do like the French assets, actually. So let's see if we do a 5x5 here. See what that looks like. Oh, it's only 2, but let's see how that works out. Let's do another 5x5 here. That's done the thing. That's a 4. Not sure if that's going to look right, actually. Oh, there we go. I think we've got a bit of a bad gap there, haven't we? So let us reduce that one down a little bit. There we go. Do you know what? I know this is pedantic, but I'm going to cut this down to 4 and I'm going to increase that up to 5. And then I've got a small, big, small. So let's hopefully that will work. There you go. That looks better. Yep, quite like that. Let's see how they come out when they're thinking, but they use the quite nice assets, these French ones. So I could probably get... Should I go down with an alleyway here, do you think? Not 100% sure how the alleyway work. I'll have to get rid of the path. Do you know what? Thinking I might just go for the paths. Not bother with the alleyway here. So let's take a few off there and we'll get it down the middle here. Yeah, that should work all right. Right, we got a H, T and a H. That looks quite good, actually. Yeah, and the other ones above it look like a few, but there you go. Just utilize some of this spare space. I will look to do some detailing at some point. I just want to get the baseline in and get us a little higher. Let's change this from alleyway to a regular 2-way. Yeah, I'm just thinking, just get the base down, just so I'm happy with it. And once I'm happy with it, start thinking about getting some, perhaps some tree lines down, perhaps some tree-lined roads. And probably get some more parking involved and stop the parking on the road. Yeah, we'll have a look at that at some point. But right now I'm just thinking, just fill out with a little bit more. What about here? Surely I can squeeze something else in here. Or just a little bit. Yeah, it should work. I think that's lifted it up a bit, hasn't it, yet? So let's get rid of that. No, we don't want to delete that building. Sure why that did that, but... don't think it's going to work too well with this right next to this junction here. Well, let's see what it looks like and get it to 90 degrees. There we go. That's 90. Take it back a little bit, I think, just to get it lined up. I might just bring it down like so. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is a bit messed up in that one, so let me just see if I can just redraw this in, and hopefully it'll make a complete. No, too close. Bit awkward. There you go. Right, should be able to get some extra residential in here, I think. So we'll go back and get our regular USA Southwest stuff in. And I've not put any paths down this time, so I'm just going to let it build out, and I just bulldoze everything that doesn't create a full, like this hasn't. Just keep bulldozing it until eventually you get it right. There you go. That one's will work. There you go, straight away. Like I said, you can do this by zoning it easy enough as well in bits and bats, but you can also just overzone it and then just keep bulldozing it until it, you know, until you get the right amount in there. So let's have a little change here. Let's put some of the row houses in, so a little bit bigger. Just keep deleting it. That's it. Now I should be able to put the sides in. Lovely. We're getting up to 500,000 now, so we're getting in the right ballpark. Probably want about 1 million or so before I look at buying some extra land, which is what I'm going to be needing soon, or sooner rather than later anyway. So we can just bring that into here. Should be all right, I think. Very nice. So a little excuse me, a little office zone here is be expanded a little bit, I think. But if I take this out for now, and I can probably bring in alleyway here with parking. I wonder how that would look. Yeah, that should be all right. Should be all right for right now, I think. I think we can work a bit on our town centre as well. So let's get a bit of commercial in here, I think. Oh, let's have a look. Let's double check where we are. So unemployment's 2%. It's a little low. Don't want to overzone. Seems to want to be zoned by 4 or 5%. It's starting to ask for more jobs then, because unemployment becomes a complaint with the Sims. Seems to be around 5%, at least in my my playthroughs. So let's just get a bit more residential going. So we'll do some row houses here and row houses here. Just bulldoze the smaller ones. We all get, yeah, they're all the same size now. A lot of this initial stage is just doing this. It's just maximizing your efficiency at this point. Growing your, I mean, if you're on normal mode or the harder mode, you do a lot more of this. A lot more awaiting, actually. You know, I'm overzoning. If I was in normal mode, it just wouldn't work that way. You have to be very careful with your services. It takes a little longer to get you into the profit, and it certainly takes you a lot longer to get into the good profit. Where easier mode, what we're in now, you can be less frugal. You can pretty much give the services as soon as they become available to you. Where in harder mode, you want to hold off until they complain about it enough that you have to put it in, because services cost money. But for our sake, for our our town on our mode that we're playing on currently now, we can drop services as and when they become available. And the Sims love it. And we've got really good reputation with our Sims. So let's have a look at our unique buildings. So this is an interesting building. EE office. Why do we put that there? Now we should be able to marry that up with some offices either side of it. At least for now, so we can get some offices. Eventually we'll move our office infrastructure and stuff into the downtown once we create that. Oh, that's all 6 unlocked. Nice one. That's the good thing about this mode as well. You do get move quite through the milestones quite quickly, so it gives you something to play for, some achievements to achieve, some goals to achieve, but it doesn't hold you back and you're not waiting forever. Where a normal mode, you've got to take a mode. It's good to do normal mode. It's good to play that at least once because it learns you really how difficult it can be. But if you just want to build and be able to get the best town you can or the best city you can, then this is a really good mode to do it. It's a little lighter on the ramifications of what you do in the city, where the normal mode is certainly a lot less forgiving, a lot less. So I'm just gonna do this over here just to fix the zoning, so I can take this zoning away and it should give me more of a full zoning, which it does on that road. Excellent. So we can sort of this right. No, it's not. Need to go a bit closer than that, I think. Okay, that's better. Now what I can do, I need to get over this, because what I want to do, I want to create a walkway over here. So we'll go to our walkway and we'll probably join it over here like so, I think. We'll do the covered one again. I do like this one. I think when we do the downtown one, we'll probably have the fancier ones. But the wooden canopy one is really good. The covered canopy one, I think it's a really nice looking asset. Really glad we got these in the beginning. So I should be able to just join that up, I think. Okay. I think I might just take it out actually, just give it a little bit of a wider arc and then bring it round. Let's take it down half. So 10, so let's take it down to 5. Then 5 down to here. It's too much. Here you go, that looks alright. And then join that in from there. Yep, that looks alright. And now for the other side. Let's bring that probably It's not going to go straight to there, so let's do the... Let's take it this way. And it's not quite going to do it for me, I don't think. So let us join that there. And then let's just do a one straight across the road here. And it's broke. Ah. Yeah, these things can get a bit pedantic. So it looks like I've broken my grid here. Yeah, that's not done well. So yeah. A big gap there now. It's not dropped it back in. You know what? I think I'm just gonna have to rip this up and rebuild this part because of that one thing. So let's do it. Right, that was more complicated than it needed to be, I think, but anyway, we're there now. All done, all sorted. So, I now connect this. Let's hope this doesn't break it again. So let's do it this way around this time. Go on. Let's take it up to 5 meters. There we go. Then bring this round. Right, take it to the ground. And that's it. So now our peeps can walk over to our industry on that side, and let's now, all for that, just put in some extra residential here. Perfect. So I think everything is looking really, really tight right now. Let's see if we can put a few more of our signature buildings down. Right, this area here is where I'm thinking of unlocking. So I've got 1.5 million, so let's see. So I'm thinking eventually I'll probably looking to put my downtown down here, actually, thinking. I think that would be good. I think 307. Now, if I do that as well, get the whole top done. I'm thinking of putting some rail in as well. And that's that purchased. So we got to start to think now of. So we're going to have pretty much a coastal view here for residential, like so. And then probably just up here, and then right up side here. Something like that. Let's put the fingers on so I can get the guidelines to join these correctly. Okay, that looks about right. So what I'm thinking here is I want it to be aligned with our original town. So I'm probably going to take a line from this, I think. And then it all sort of lines up. But I'm thinking of changing this actually to a roundabout rather than just a junction. And then what I can do is take a spur off the roundabout. So I'll make it a large roundabout here. Looks all right. I'll fix that eventually and take the crossings off. But for now, I'll take a 4-lane straight off at 90 degrees. Now this isn't going to give me the straight line though, but it can be. It's not going to be 90 degrees, is it? It's maybe there or thereabout. Just have to eyeball that one. So I need. Because if I go this way now, and then straight up. Not sure if that is actually straight. And then put a little sort of easier bend in here so it's not as sharp. I think that looks a bit off. Yeah, it definitely looks a bit off, I think. I think what I can do then is take this right up to the highway. If I take it to 7.5 meters, which is just enough to clear the highway itself. What we'll be looking to do is to bring in, put a new junction here, probably a new Trump interchange. About we're going to bring this in, so not sure if this is looking too straight, you know. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a spur off this at 90 degrees, because I know that is straight. That's what I want to line it up to. So take 90 degrees off there. Now, if I take this right up to as much as I can to close to this road, definitely is going to be off, isn't it? So, yeah, slightly off. So this is definitely not what I want. Now take back to 4-lane and I'll take it back to 0. Now I can go 90 degrees from here, and we know then it's aligned. So go all the way back down here. And then put a curve on it. Okay, that should work. I should be able to delete this brace line. Right, now let's get this up and over. And this is where I'll bring in eventually another exit off the highway, which will take off some of the strain off the other junction up there when we build out more residential over this area. All right, let's build her out a bit. excuse me. So we've done all that now and definitely started off. So we got our junction ready now. Oh, the place where it's going to come off. So we'll probably need to connect these up with some sort of transport. Well, let's put low density housing up here and start to build this up, because you'll notice I've not paused the simulation at all, because one, I need it to grow my funds, and there is no point. I'm building new here, not changing anything as such. So I think it's useful just to keep things going. I know in City Skylines 1 did a lot of pausing in that one, but I think in this it's not really necessary, to be fair. I can keep the simulation going. The only time I generally pause it is if I'm going to make any structure changes to the main either highways or major roads, which could have an effect on traffic, a bit of disruption. So I might pause it then while I do a bit of swapping and changing. But right now, all I'm looking to do is to really fill out my residential demand, grow my Sims, which, to be honest, was still really low. I mean, I feel I should be a lot more ahead by now. I mean, I've got 4,500 citizens, just over, but I don't know. It's I feel like they've slowed it down, the amount of Sims moving in, whilst not slowing the simulation down. So, but you know, that could just be me. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to put some. We got some commercial needs, so I'm going to put some commercial down. And then our Sims don't have too much to walk. Probably. Actually, I'm going to change that and put more of the water side commercial in, since we're at the water side. And I sort of think I need to put in some more schools as well. So let's start to think about how let's see if we can just join this up a little bit. So if I join up my road just about here, might be a very tight turn. Actually, it might not look that well. It's a bit harsh. So definitely need some more elementary schools. So probably will be good to keep on top of that. Let's see how this is filling out. It's filling out quite nicely. Might have overzoned this a little, to be fair. It is a bit hilly. We'll see how it looks later down the line. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all of this, to be honest. So there's some more done. Just got some more residential zoned in. Now let's get some schools dropped in. Definitely needed. Definitely on the borderline for elementary, that's for sure. So what am I going to choose here? I think I need a high school at this point, so looking for a maximum or at least a good upgradable one. So let's put so look. It's 1500. Bit big though. 1200. That might work. Yeah, I think that would work. Okay, that looks quite good. That actually, I like that. Let us. I think we'll probably better while we're quite a distance away from our medical. Let's put in another medical center, I think. Where am I going to do that? Okay, let's have a look to see what we've got here. So I need a fire station, that's for sure. Now this will give me the option to put in a fire station which has a disaster office on it. And what that does, we get a lot of abandoned buildings. Eventually they become collapsed. So once they become collapsed, then the fire disaster will go out and rebuild it for you. So you could almost then switch off when it comes down to checking on collapsed. Otherwise you have to go around yourself. So let's see which ones. There's only a few which can be added. Yeah, that's got one. So how about I put that here and get rid of my other one? So put that there. I don't need that one now. And for this one, I just upgrade it with the disaster. So we're all looking pretty good. Got some good profit coming in now. Definitely in the right place here. So if we just a little bit more of the access here, I think. Now, let's get another medical center down, I think. Or what about see if we can get some of the unique buildings in? That might be worthwhile. Okay, UK large petrol station. We unlocked that one, didn't we? So that can drop in somewhere. What are the? Oh, nice one. Flying through these milestones now. So we got quite a few points now. So let's open up. We'll get the advanced pumping station. We'll need that soon. So let's pick up a few more stuff. I think preset quarters. Definitely need the train. And definitely need the water. Might as well go for large sports parks as well. Should be enough. Okay, let's build out a little bit more. Just fill out these small little gaps here. If I can get just another couple of squares here, would be quite good. And that's built out right nicely. Wouldn't mind to get somewhere into there. Am I going to be able to do this here? How about bring that up? No. I might do it this way instead. Go up here and then across like so. Yep, that looks better. Right, let's fill that in with a bit of let's go for our southwest again. Again, not putting any paths into this one. Don't want to keep everything too uniform. So that's it. Just keep bulldozing until it fills out perfectly. Let's have a look now, see what else we can do. A bit of raw housing just on here. Starting to fill out really nice now, actually. I'm thinking need to make sure we keep an eye on the electric and usage. If I can put a decent size, that should be nice actually in there. Would it fit? Okay. So let's see, that is just about right there, I think. That one, oh, that's way too big. This one, it's a bit more of a good size. Yeah, that should clear us off. I've put that there. Nice one. Now we got a little bit here. Just see what else we got in here. So we'll look at large parks, passage park. Let's see if I can get this to be, oh, so that would be nice. Yeah. There you go. That connects both sides. Nice. Use a surface area tool and let's just bring this up so it gives us a nice continuous mowed grass effect. Nice one. Okay. Right. See what we can do with this and just bring it out a little bit more. Get this populated out a little bit more. So we'll put a smaller one in there. Then let's take that out to big one here. And then another smaller one finishing it off like so. That looks all right. You can still keep the grid system, but it's just making little differences here and there just so it's not all too uniform. I mean, the grid system is good for being very, you know, efficient when it comes down to getting your maximum amount of zoning. We'll put some natural curved in some areas, probably around the coastal area when we do move to the top eventually. So let's have a look here. If I put some more of those apartment blocks, probably good to do that here. Okay, let's get out, do another row. there. And then straight across to here. And then go one square across for the top bit. Okay, let's get our pathing in. We'll stick with this pathing where we can. And again, this all helps out traffic. Fire sims can easily walk, you know, through our zones. It should help to keep everything traffic not free, but should definitely help to reduce traffic somewhat. So what we're going to put up here, let's put let's try putting the southwest in again. They always put in pretty well. And let's put the row housing again in here. Just leaving the end ones out so they all go in the right direction I want to go, and just bulldoze the ones that come out too small. There's one there. Now I should be able just to fill in the edges. So, excellent. So we've really started to spread out now. There's definitely lots of more we can populate here now. We've got loads of room. So what I'd like to do is, we've got quite a bit of demand when it comes to our industry. So I'm just going to give us a little extra. So let us do all of that there. And that should help out a little bit for the job situation. A little bit here as well. I don't intend to do like massive industrial estates, but for now I think we'll call that a day. So catch me on the next video. See you all again soon. Bye all.